What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Italian Stallion, here for another episode of Rebels with a Cause. You know what time it is, baby. It's Wednesday night. It's time for the cause, because that cause don't stop when the clock hits zero. We're going to have a great show tonight, man. We got so much to talk about. I mean, how about them West Rebels last night, baby? That thing was over in the first quarter. 30-9, it just went from there. We're going to talk about it. How about that senior night the other night? We told Farragut, them brooms came out, baby. West playing some great basketball, still got a lot to do, a lot of work to do. Got to get some vengeance Friday night. We're going to talk about that too. And we got another team that we owe a broom to that's been a thorn in our side the last couple of years. We're going to talk about that business later. But first and foremost, I just want everybody to know that we appreciate all the love and support of this show, all the shout outs. Remember, hit that like and subscribe button, baby. That's what gets us the views. That's what gets us the analytics here on youtube.com. We appreciate your support. You know, get the show word of mouth, man. Anybody like and subscribe it. I would love to have 100 subscribers by the end of March for me and Two Pair's birthday special, because we've been going at this for a year. Shane O'Mac joining us, you know, coming up on his year as well. But I'm just saying that, man, this has been a great thing, and we got so much to talk about. It's only going to be exploding even more. Honestly, we got so much to talk about. Got a little bit of housekeeping business. As always, remember, the views and opinions of this program are not affiliated with those of any other organization, just of West High School. And that's the RWAC crew's views. That's myself, the Italian Stallion, Two Pair Tate, Brian Tate, and our coach himself, the stats man, Mr. Shane O'Mac. Also, get on that live chat box, baby, and point out when we've inaccurately said something, or just voice your opinions, baby. This is just as much your show as it is ours. We all rebels with our own cause. So, you know, don't obviously. Also want to give a shout out to my gals over at the King's Chamber, Kim Castle, Rachel Davis. They will take care of you. Beard trims, haircuts, manis, petties, massages. Hit them up. That's the phone number. Book you an appointment. Go down there. Let them know Rebels with a Cause sent you, so that way they get you a discount. Have you a couple tasty beverages and enjoy that royal treatment as the kings that you are deserve, baby, at the chamber. Also, get you some coffee from our boy, Mr. Alex Thatcher, a class of 2003 West grad. They make that brew any time of the day good. They're in the heart of Marble City, right off of Sutherland Avenue. Go pay them a visit. Get you some food there, or get you some coffee, rather, I should say. Also want to give a shout out to my boy, Two Pair Tate's Big Fact Sports Network. Follow 332 Studios. And I know he's working full time and working like a dog. I know that he could always use some extra cash on the side. So if you need anything electrical wise, hit up our boy Shane McGee at that phone number, 865-299-3206. He will take care of you. No matter what it is, he'll fit you in. You let him know Rebels with a Cause sent you. With that being said, man, let's get this show started. We got NBA trades to talk about. Jimmy Butler no longer a Miami Heat. We salute you for being there, but, you know, you be happy. You go do you. We go do our thing like we've done for 30 years in the Heat culture. So, thanks for being part of the organization. Andrew Wiggins, Schroeder, Anderson, whoever the first round pick is, welcome to the Heat, baby. And I know that Two Pair Tate and B. Bell, being fellow Heat fans, will agree with me on that one. But we'll talk about that, the Luka and AD trade that happened Saturday night. We got some Vols doing some good things, man. They owed Florida that ass kicking after what happened in Gainesville. We'll talk about that tonight. We'll also talk about the big win over Mizzou that happened just an hour ago. Just so much to talk about. Super Bowl predictions, and obviously got to talk about our West Rebels and shout out some Rebels today that are going to continue their journey in their respective sports, because we all got that cause, baby. It don't stop here. It's going to continue on for them, both in their athletic careers and academically at the next level. So we'll shout out each of them. But first and foremost, let me bring on my co-host. We're going to start off first with the Mr. 2003 West. He is my brother from another mother, my favorite Florida State Seminole. You hand this gentleman a mic, he is there to entertain, and he does everything what he says on that mic, and then he drops it, baby. And last but not least, he is the voice of the Running Rebels and Lady Rebels, almost 19 years. Last home game for the regular season, Tuesday night, He has people come up to him all the time and say, "I wish you were our announcer." These are facts, baby. I'm spitting. So, whether you're watching this live or recorded, show him the respect he deserves. He is the rebel with a cause, the one, the only, Mr. Two-Pair Tate, Brian Tate. Show him some love, baby. Show him some love. There he is. There he is. There he is. He's right there, baby.
Somebody was calling me. My bad.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Hey, you're a popular dude, man. But listen to this. We got some music for you guys. Check this out. Turn that up.
I just want to take for a moment to tell the stallion that the great Two-Pair Tate is in the building. And there's been a time where the stallion and Two-Pair now became Crockett and Tubbs, brother from another mother. It's going to get real out here. And you know what? When you hear this, when the rebels hear this,
that's the new In the Air Tonight right there, baby. Miami Vice. Knoxville, Marble City Vice.
You know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. Is that our house? Well, that's our house too. Is that our house?
That's our house
too.
Well, that's our house.
That's our house too. And you know what we've been doing lately?
What have we been doing lately?
You know what they've been doing? It's all about New Mexico. Is that it? Really?
Perfect.
Is it our house too?
Our house too. We protected our house Friday night. We took another house.
Shout out to Stu Oaks, baby.
Shout out to Stuart Oaks, baby.
Oaks he was a sophomore on that team. Yep. It's one of the craziest buzzer beater threes against Campbell County to go into that go into the fourth quarter. And he was the only guy from that district. There was no Alton Thompson.
No,
there was no
where
Michael
was Jordan? What was Jordan doing on a Friday night?
No Jordan Smith.
Where was he?
No Stephen Harmon hit me up, but he actually was out of town.
He was out of town. Mike Morrow got back late with a flight. He hated to miss it. I mean, shoot, like we had. I mean, but at least Coach Lindsay and Petco showed up. So
Petco and Lindsay showed up, which was cool, and I hope they show up again because you know what I'm saying. Like, I really been trying to get all these guys together. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's easy for me and you to do a show. You're class 2002, I'm class 2003, but I think with a lot of times in high school, it's like either some of them dudes didn't get along like that, or some of them got a deeper brotherhood, or some of them are work like you can't expect you from everybody else. Like, it don't work like that. People got other lives too, and that's the way I had to think about it. Because I was like, man, you mean to tell me I sent this out like this many days, but it's kind of late notice, and then it's like I felt bad because it was no disrespect. I love the West Roulettes, but the West Roulettes went on for a little bit longer than I expected. Because I thought they were just going to perform in the girls' game, but they did the girls and guys, I think. Or did they just do the? I don't know.
I wasn't there. No, they did perform for the girls. That's right. You're right. They did.
Shout out to the West Roulette, but I didn't know if Paul wasn't coordinated the best with me because I'm trying to get the West Roulettes, and then there was only like 3 minutes on the clock. I just wanted to recognize those guys, man.
Yeah.
But no, shout out to the West Roulettes. They're like watching a Beyonce concert at West.
Oh, they got moves. No, they got moves, and and there's not another high school that does that too, Pear.
No.
I mean, Fulton or Austin East don't do that. Austin East does it? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Austin East. Austin East was the originator, and then, we took it up another level.
Well, you want to know something, though? A lot of people don't remember this. A lot A
AE's cheerleaders get down, though.
I'm sure they do.
They might be top 5 in maybe top 2 in the city.
They have to be. Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you this. Like, if you think about it, West even broke ground when we were in school with the step team. Remember when the step team did that thing? And then like all the other schools started following with their step thing or whatever. So it's always like West has been the school that breaks that ground, either us or Austin East, and then everybody else follows, and it's like, you should do your own thing, man. Have your own cause, that's what it boils down to. So yeah. I got to bring him on so he can get in on this, because I know that he wants in on this party. We got so much to cover and talk about in such little time, but he's itching at the bit. I know he's working his ass off, doing his thing, paying for birthday parties and all sorts of stuff. But, he's got a lot to say. We love him. Let's bring him on. Round of applause. Show that respect to our stats guy, the coach himself, Mr. Shane O'Mac, Shane McGee. How you doing, brother?
Real quick.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
They not like us. Throw the dubs up. Throw your 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 dubs up.
I'm just saying, we're coming to your house. We take your house.
I'm telling you guys, like, this is
that became Sutherland South.
Yep. That was Sutherland South down there. I mean, this is our house too. I mean, here's the best part about it. Guys, it was 30-9 at the end of the first quarter. This is without Reese Clark. May I just throw this out there, by the way?
Were we playing football? I mean,
that might be the score in football next year, but I'm just saying, or this fall, but I'm just saying that, like, I was just proud of it, because that's what you do. Some people could have even said that this might be a trap game where was West looking ahead to avenge that Hardin Valley loss. And no, man, they came out focused. This is the basketball team we have been expecting all year, and they came out and brought it, man. I mean, even in the Farragut game, they started off slow, but man, did they turn it on. I mean, the third quarter and then the fourth quarter, keeping it going. I was very proud of it. And, to go back to that senior night, man, how special was it to see those seniors go out with a win? Kevin Jack scoring 23 points, Devin Martin 14. Yeah. I know Schuler isn't a senior, but damn it, he made sure his brothers weren't going to go out with a loss. He contributed 12, and Jalen Hill was just doing everything. 12 points, defense, assists. He was doing great.
Robert Schuler might be the best two-way player in the city. I think if you have Schuler and Reese in the same lineup, the hell they would have raised.
And we had it. We had it for what? We got teased for 4 games. We got teased for 4 games with it, man. So shoot. Yeah. But I'll tell you this, guys. The game against Farragut the other night, I mean, it was a great atmosphere. Everybody was loud. Farragut had people show up. Their people were loud. Dom Van Acker doing his thing.
Dom Van Acker might be one of the best players in the state.
Yeah. There should
be at least 10 schools that should have been at that game.
Mm-hmm.
If there was only 3.
Yeah.
There's only 3 schools in the house.
Well, and I'll tell you this, Kevin Jack the other night, man, he was unstoppable. The other center for Farragut, his name escapes me. He fouled out. Should have fouled out in the second quarter, but
Appling.
But I mean, he should have fouled out in the second quarter. That's beyond me.
But you know why Kevin Jack has been playing like this?
Kevin
Jack has truly destroyed every matchup. Appling got him fouled out. Like, what he looks like a young Moses Malone mixed with just his footwork is like DeJuan Blair. Mm-hmm. Like, he is moving dudes.
That's a great comparison, DeJuan Blair, because DeJuan was only 6'6", playing like he was 6'11".
Playing like 6'11".
Yeah.
But the schools that I think I feel like if Kevin Jack comes to Mississippi State or Rome State, he's gonna be a guy that you can center your whole 2 years around to win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
are you really looking at Devin Martin? But I don't know if Devin Martin makes that choice to go to Maryville. I would love to see him in Panther blue. I would really love to see him over here. I just think with the coaching we have, I think he would go to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Just with, I think if you put Devin with those group of guys now, they instantly become a team to be reckoned with. I think a lot of what I'm, what I'm saying, big shout out to Jamie Meadows, and what he's doing with Impact basketball. Like, I'm gonna go out and really just help the talent get to other schools. Like, I want to see you play D1, but if you got a chance to get free education and be at Mississippi State where all your family can come to every single, it's literally a 15-minute drive for your family to come watch you play.
Well, and it also could lead to other things else. It could lead to other things, right, Shane? I mean, you could get noticed there and move up.
Don't forget, now your 2 years of JUCO no longer count towards your eligibility at a higher school. So get yourself on film, improve your game, and you still got 4 more years.
You got 4
Look
more
no
years
further than Dalton Connect. Look no further than Dalton Connect. You start somewhere small, you go somewhere big and blow up, honestly. I mean, so
how long can they stay JUCO though?
Well, there's still the 2 years, but they could still have the 4 years, so they could technically be 6 years.
Your eligibility no longer like, so say you do 1 year JUCO, you only have 3 years left. You still get 4 years. So
it's basically going to prep school.
You still get 4 years.
Junior college is the new prep school now.
Yeah, yes. Pretty much. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, well, here's the other thing too. You looked at Kevin Jack the other night.
Yeah.
He's doing what I've been wanting him to do even last year, finishing around the basket, and and the thing was, it was such a balanced effort. It really was. I mean, Kalu Fofana, let me tell you this, two-pair, that lineup of Schuler, Fofana, Jalen Hill, and Kevin and Devin down low, there's not a better 5 in the moment, honestly. I mean, like,
there's a better 5.
And here's the thing. And then you still have Birch, Jack Keith, or Dupree who can come in there and knock down a 3 if needed. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, they're giving you valuable minutes too. So it's and then Malik's defense is suffocating when he's in there. Malik Wilson, honestly. So I mean, it's been they have found the rotation, and if they can stay healthy, I put them against anybody on this side of the state. They came in number 6 in the state this week, guys, at Class 4A, by the way. So you got to give it to them right now. 19-4 on the year. Haven't lost a game on the road. They win on Friday night against Hardin Valley. They're perfect on the road. The 4 losses, one was on a neutral territory and 3 was at home. And it was like by a combined, 11 points, 11 or 12 points, if you combine all 3 losses. So, again, this team is playing some great ball at the moment, and I'm just tickled pink about it. Two-pair, Shane, thoughts on anything wrong that I've said so far about this team?
Keep rolling. Like, you've been buttered. You have been buttered.
I appreciate it.
You've been buttered. Back to you, Rich.
Well, I do want to do a shout out because today was signing day, and you all 3 of us were talking before the show of this used to be a holiday where you'd take off from work, you'd prop your feet up, you order the pizza, you want to see who the guy's going to do the hat trick or throw the hat or put your school's hat on. It was a thing that was a national holiday, and now it's just another day. It's just another day. Now it was not just another.
It's not the same anymore.
It's not. It's not.
Now it's like it's the kids who are going early signing day. You get all like the major D1 kids. That's when they make their commitment. Now you get like these are your D2, your NAIAs, your D3s, your JUCOs. But it's still an important day for these kids because they're furthering their athletic career plus they're getting free education.
Yes. Yes, so, and we have 4 to shout out. And if we can give them each a round of applause, I want to start off with Miss Emma Capps. She's been
Big
playing
shout
on
out,
the girls'
Emma.
basketball team, but she signed with Transylvania University for lacrosse. So shout out to her. And she was honored on senior night on Friday night herself. So congratulations to her. Also want to give a shout out to Eliza Mannon. She signed with Georgetown University for soccer today. So big props to her. And these are athletes that are not only going to be furthering their education at these schools, but also their playing career. I'm telling you, the cause don't stop when the clock hits 0 here. They're going in the next level. Also got to give a shout out to Callie Holbert. She signed with LMU today for golf. So golf got somebody they're signing for LMU. And then last but not least, what more can you say about this young man? He was all state, all district, all region, whatever you want to say. Records up the you know what. A true rebel with a cause. We're going to miss the hell out of him. Mr. Antoine Burdine
Clap it
Jr.
up.
signed
Clap it
with the
up.
University
Clap
of
it up.
Charleston
Clap
today
it
to
up.
continue throwing up
Clap
that
it
W,
up.
baby. Hopefully he does a couple years there and he's back at UT, or maybe we can get him down to Miami. So shout out to Antoine Burdine Jr. I'd love to see him in a Hurricane uniform.
I will give a quick
Best
shout out.
player in the country, and he's going there. You guys just got a Ferrari.
Yeah. Hey, he was in. I don't care what that damn referee said. He was in. So
I was on that line. He was in.
nobody was there to see you, Mr. Referee.
Hey,
I know there are
watch when
rivals.
watch when they do the documentary, and when they say he was in.
He was
The
in.
name of the documentary is going to be called "He Was In."
Yeah, the name of the documentary is called "He Was In." You're welcome, Sevier County, for our trophy in your case. We'll take it back next year. I'm putting 3 out of 4, baby. 3 out of 4. That's what I'm
3 out of
saying.
4.
I want to give a shout out to 7 of my former players. They signed today.
Do it, man. Give the names. Give the names and show them where.
We got Paulson Yeager at Southern Virginia, Reed Rowland at Emory and Henry, William Pendergrass at Hardin, Ethan Coubertier at Dartmouth, Daniel Kinney at Kennesaw.
Cool.
And 2 of my favorite players I ever coached, known these kids since they were little, back in the youth days. Isaiah Harvey going to Wilmington, and Drew Parrott going to Carson Newman.
Congrats.
I'm proud
Especially
of every
Drew
single
Parrott
one.
going to Carson Newman. So
Yeah, Carson Newman signed 3 quarterbacks today. They're all about the same height, same weight, but just knowing that, I remember when these kids when they first started playing football, some of them, they'd never even been on a football field in middle school. I mean, I've watched these kids play. They did the right way. So, as their former coach, it's great to see them continuing their athletic career, and to say I have 7 former players that are going to play college football. I'm really proud.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah. And listen, if there's any other Rebel football players that sign with anybody or walk on, shout us out and we'll get you on next week's show. Give you your props. I saw Troy Patterson still trying to go somewhere and everything. So if there's any players,
if Pellissippi gets football,
oh, bro, that'd be
game
amazing. That'd be amazing.
Do you understand what this first Pellissippi State team looked like with the talent?
Mm-hmm.
And just Knoxville.
Yeah.
I mean,
we could even have a couple Maryville kids too, maybe as well, or Alcoa. Maybe.
Mississippi State is going to go to. They're going to go to football.
Yeah,
they're going to go to football.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time.
And think about this. What if Rebels with a Cause took over Friday Night Hoops and bought Knoxville College?
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Game changer. 17 shares. We need 17. We need, put it like this, we need funding. Hey, put the disclaimer up, man. Put the disclaimer up. Put the disclaimer up real quick. Put the disclaimer up real quick.
Hey, I know a great coach. I think
so. This Rebels with a Cause.
I would love for Knoxville to have.
Y'all want to know what this is called? The mob is back.
The mob is back.
If Knoxville could get a JUCO school,
the mob is back.
If we could get a JUCO school here, and have football out like in Knox County, or at least closer than like in Carson Newman and stuff like that. Because NIL.
But I think that this is what's going to happen because football is expanding so much. A lot of these schools that just have basketball will have football. We're going to have flag football. Football is going to be a huge major player for the next. I mean, think about it. You would have junior college football on Rivalry Friday or Friday night. You could have Friday night hoops, and you could watch Pellissippi State play Walter State. Like, we have the media market. Because if Nashville gets the Summit with Candace Parker, who's to say that they don't get a minor league basketball team too with Ron Slay?
Well, can I throw this out there real quick, guys? We have a beautiful stadium that just opened up for the baseball team that they made specifically to host other events like soccer, and there's already 2 high school games going to be there played next year. So why can't that facility be utilized for what you're wanting to do? Honestly, so it's there, honestly. So.
I just think with the way NIL is now and the transfer portal, you get a JUCO school here somehow, some way. Pell City be the best bet for us since they've already started a basketball program. You get the local talent that you know are college eligible, but it gives them a place for another stepping stone to make it to the next level. Because that's what JUCO is now. Is you put yourself on film, get yourself out there, you get your grades up, depending on where you're at eligibility-wise, but you still get to continue what you want to do to make it to the next level. Like, I'm already having the conversation with my son about, like, hey, you might have to go this route to get to the next level.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it here where, because we got the baseball and we got the basketball in the area. We need football closer by.
Absolutely, we do. By the way, Shane, I want you in on this too. Pear, you need to go in on this. This is for my boy. We have a big fan of the show. Obviously, his son was on the football team, Steven Johnson Jr. Shout out to him. But we love our guy, Steven Johnson Sr.
Oh,
so
man,
he asked me. He said,
he's
Stallion.
The goat.
He is, man. He is. He's a big fan of the show. Big fan of the show. I love that guy. Yeah. He said to me, Stallion, please tell me that you guys are going to cover this story. And I did make a banner for it, and I think it's going to hit home for Shane more than anything because he used to be a part of this organization. But a big story broke last week, and we got to cover it because that's what we do, okay? That's what we do. Our little friendly neighbors to the west, they're off Gleason. They were paying their coaches some absurd amount of money that came out.
You got to. You got to when you see them boys.
And when Rick Russo talks about it, the RWAC crew gonna talk about it.
Let me tell you something. When you see those Marble City boys, and they come in there with those bucket hats, those sunglasses, those headphones, different type of cool, baby. And look, y'all gotta pay. Y'all never was cool.
I mean, we don't even have to do that. I mean, look at these 2 babies behind me. There's another one in the other part of the school.
Roundtable discussion. Let's start with the coach. Let's start with our brethren. Come on, brethren.
Bring it, bud. This is your platform. I want to hear what you're saying. You got the floor. I'm muting myself.
Go on mute. Go on mute.
My daughter still goes to school there. I've known some things for years. The fees that they were charging and what they have been charging since my daughter played, my oldest one, when she played freshman year, it was all waived that year because of COVID, but the player fees have always been around that much. I know the fundraisers they do. I know how much money they bring in through the Booster Club to run the program. I don't know this staff like I know previous staffs, but the rumbling around Knoxville has always been the recruiting there. So there's your answer on that.
Touche.
If you talk to any other coach in the area, they have issues with the way that program is run now.
Talk about it, Shane.
You can hear it, especially with coaches that were once a part of that program who are now at another rival school. We went to school with their sister.
Yep.
Their dad happened to coach
Sevier County
that beat us in the playoffs.
Yep. Yep.
And every time I have heard them talk,
Preach.
all the way they get players. I love every kid that's gone through that program that I personally know.
Right.
All the parents that I personally know, I love y'all to death. Y'all treated my family like family over the years.
Right.
There's no ill will from me towards them.
Talk about it, Shane.
I mean, you knew it had to be coming down at some point. But
can I throw this out there?
Throw it out there.
I just cannot foresee, and they wonder. I'm gonna throw this out there. They wonder why they don't have enough kids to field a damn freshman team. Okay? They wonder. Because here's the deal. Freshman football, let's be real. There are some guys that are just absolutely studs. Okay? And then there's those guys that are like, you know what? I want to play football just to say I play football. And they're the tackling dummies. Okay? Let's just be real. But they're a part of a team. It's something to do.
Okay,
but I ain't gonna pay $600 for my kid if he ain't good. To not even, come on. Are you kidding me? Damn.
As a middle school football coach, because that's what I've done for 5 years, roughly on my 10 years of coaching. There's a lot of kids that we have waivers allowed where you can go play for another program throughout middle school. If you think you're going to go there for high school. I had a kid this last year he went to Austin East. It's a magnet school, so he is allowed to go there if they have a program that he's wanting to use. They can play for us. I can't think of many kids that I had that came into the program I was with and didn't stay there. But now you're seeing a huge influx in certain programs. It's not just the one that got in trouble. Everyone got in trouble. There's just a huge investigation going on.
Yeah.
They said they'll correct it. I know members of that club still. I'm sure they will fix it how they need to. This could have been from last year, not counting this season. I don't know.
Right.
I haven't been into much depth about it because, like I said, my daughter goes to school there. I didn't know it had 7 players that signed. So I haven't looked into it huge. I called her thinking I saw it. I was like, hey, do you know about this? Like, don't be surprised the news crews show up at your school.
Well, here's my question. Two-Parent, I want your thoughts on this. I want to know who the whistleblower was on this.
No, it's the audits that go through.
I mean, honestly, I think somebody may have just made that audit be a little more visible. Is all I'm saying.
But this is what I'm saying,
and it was not me.
So,
I just want that known. I wasn't involved with this. So
let's say this: between all 3 of us, I think we give the biggest resource to our school, and you know what that is?
Love and hard work and determination, and
you
all
missing
that
it.
Stuff.
You missed the first. What's the most valuable resource you can never get back?
Time.
That's what we give.
Yep.
And to hear this,
oh, I know.
That's why Rebels with a Cause and 332 Studios and Big Fat Sports Network, we will be the first to get 4 schools NIL deals. Fulton and Catholic are the first 4 charter schools for Big Fat Sports next year. If you would love to be a part of this, contact the Italian Stallion,
You're damn right.
Coach Shane McGee, and Daddy Warbucks himself, the chocolate boy wonder, Mr. Goodbye.
Now, what I am curious about now is what repercussions this brings.
Well, I think this is where we pay the players instead of these coaches getting paid.
Yeah.
TWA
we're gonna
all allow high
handsomely.
school students to make NIL deals.
Here's the thing, like our coaching staff, it's not. Let me tell you something. Our coaching staff is about garnering better men to go out and be successful in the world. We're not. We want to win football games. We want to enjoy the dances. We do, but we're also in the world of better molding young men to be successful in every endeavor after football.
Yep.
So
after basketball, after baseball,
all the
after
sports.
lacrosse.
Here's my next
after
question.
Cross country. After. You know why?
Because the cause don't stop when the clock hits 0, baby.
Bing.
So here's my next question. Say there was a whistleblower.
Okay.
How many kids have gone to Maryville and Alcoa?
Hold on. We gotta hit him with the.
Keep going.
So, how many kids?
You gotta lean in when you do it too. Like,
let's go back to last. Let's just go back to last 20 years. Let's go back last 25 years. How many kids grew up on our side of town that went out there?
Good one.
He was the starting right tackle and defensive tackle. He was supposed to be our guy, and then he ended up over there. So I'm not going to say a name, but yeah, it happened.
I'm not going to say his name either.
Would have loved to have him both years.
Hey, man. More power.
We all know that were pulling kids left and right also.
Yep.
But they were able to do that because they were a private school and they can offer things that public schools can't.
Mm-hmm.
But how were those schools out in Blount County getting kids from West Knoxville and East Knoxville and South Knox and North Knox? Like, how are you pulling all them?
Can I tell you? Here's my thought with no information whatsoever, because the hardware and the reputation speaks for itself. No offense to Bearden, had some great players over the years, but they've never been Cinderella. They've always been the bridesmaid, but never the bride.
Yeah, what I am happy about, especially given today was signing day, every one of those kids that I named were true Bearden kids.
Yeah, they were. They were the last of the last, honestly.
The only one I didn't name off was Torian Riggins. I don't know him. I never coached him. He came there after the coaching change. He also signed today. Also, shout out to him. But all those kids that I said today were true Bearden kids.
Yeah.
And it's great to see them go. Because you were seeing were the kids who were coming in, they were placed in, they got there, however, and they were going. You had the kid last year, I can't remember his name now.
The quarterback from Mississippi or what?
No, the one from the season before Purdue.
Merriweather. Merriweather. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like that was the biggest signing they've had forever. Like last time you had a major signing out of Bearden was
Devin Young
to UT?
Probably.
I mean, there's been kids who've gone on.
Damn, Devin was so special though.
Yeah, he was.
Devin, I ain't gonna lie, man. Devin Young is one of the most accomplished East Tennessee running backs we've ever lightning fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was utilized the correct way.
He's the one kid that played at Bearden that if he was at West, but I mean he was gonna be. He's got a great support system, a phenomenal mom, a great sister. Like he was gonna be what he was gonna be. But I saw every time I used to see him at the Prep Extra banquets, Shit, man, I wish he was a Rebel.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, well,
he's the
Butch
one.
Jones ruined
He's the
that.
one Bearden. He's the one Bearden Bulldog. But I respect Bearden, man. It's not even.
No, listen, it's a fun
It's not even
rivalry.
that.
It's a
just
fun rivalry. We need them. They need us.
It's a
That's
brother
that long
rivalry.
game between
You
them.
want to know what's the friendliest rivalry in Knoxville with us though? Farragut. Farragut and West is like the friendliest rivalry.
Yeah, no, it ain't Powell and West. Powell and West is downright ugly. Like it is, you know. I mean,
like look at this. I'm gonna name some rivalries.
Yeah.
Our rivalry with Bearden is now called the "This Is Our House" game.
Yeah.
Because I was on the other end of the bench. I didn't play I don't think I played an effective role because those dudes wanted it. Did you see the incredible intensity that Robert Eischuler? I think Robert Eischuler is the best two-way player in the county.
Well, that steal. Did you see the highlight I had on the thing? He stole it, feeds it to Devin, and Devin, bam, just jams it home.
And Devin and Kevin. Nobody can. Devin and Kevin, they need to play. They need to go to college together. Like I really feel like if they go anywhere, they're winning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If all those West guys, if they just if those West guys, I put it like this. I want to see those West guys against Walter State, Rome State. I think my guys win. Our coaching staff is phenomenal. Coach E.
Oh yeah.
You know what I love about Coach E? He's the players' coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a Coach E has a calm demeanor, Stallion. Coach E, he doesn't get rattled. Mm-hmm. He lets them, bro, the freedom that they have until it's on the verge of crazy. And when it gets crazy, he reels that thing back in like a bass tournament on Cherokee Boulevard, boss.
I need to throw this out there about Coach E, okay? Because we talked about this, and I'm going to bring Shane back on. I want to talk about this with Coach E, and listen. I want to end this with Bearden because they've taken up too much of our time on this show. But because it's our show, remember they've not done Bulldogs with a Bite or whatever the hell I came up with last week. But I'm going to tell you this: we do live rent free in the Bearden social, like we do, because I saw something on X yesterday, and I screenshotted it because I had to literally make a mental note because I wanted to bring it up tonight. The gentleman that literally shooed you off the bee last week, they honored him last night. I knew him as Keys. He has a name. His name is Ross Goodson. And for 30 years of hard work as the basketball manager, they wanted to wish him well in their game against Cleveland last night. Happy 30 years.
He's been the manager for 30 years?
Yeah, pretty much. I knew it.
He's been the manager?
Yeah. And so anyway.
So hold on, he's not the announcer.
No, he's not the announcer. No, he is.
Equipment manager?
He's like the equipment man. He's Keys, man. He's got a key to every damn room in that school.
I've met him, so he's a good dude.
He's a good guy. No, he's a great guy. No, he is. And, but you can't tell me that they wanted to put that 30 years because I trolled him last week. Okay, look, I got kicked out of Bearden. I don't care. Okay, I don't. I own it. I love it. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. Okay,
right.
And do I hate Bearden? Yes. Do they hate me? Yes. It's okay. It's all good. But at the end of the day, I love that I live rent free in their heads. I do.
Let all the boys and girls know I'm in California. That's why I got this cool background. Let them know I'm in California.
Yeah, hey, 2 pairs in California. He ain't even in Tennessee right now. So
yeah, because we're smoking a whole bunch of high sheesh, and I'm telling you, the girls that are coming here for Stripper Bowl weekend.
Hold on one second. It is past 10:30, but let me go ahead and put this up real quick. Jesus Christ.
Got $1 million, baby.
No, okay. All right. Anyway, no. Listen. All right. So real quick, let me go back to Coach E.
I got my Gilligan hat on.
I know you got the Gilligan hat on.
When you throw one of these,
you shipwrecked.
Who was the Tennessee player that had the bucket hat that everybody started buying him because he had it? Who was
Dude,
that?
I was the first one to start wearing these bucket hats, bro.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were.
I was
Man.
doing it. I was paying homage to EPMD.
My ex,
But you
my
know
ex-girlfriend
who
found out
our
he had a
sponsors
bucket hat
are
one night and
tonight.
he bought me one for practice.
You know who our sponsors are tonight.
Yeah. Let me.
Whether you're near or far, you better know about Mr. Goodbar.
Mr. Goodbar, yes.
They say I'm so tasty.
All right, so listen, I'm done talking about Bearden and all them. Okay, so we're done talking about Bearden. Let me talk about Coach E. Let me talk about Coach E. Okay,
brag on Coach E.
I'm going to brag on Coach E. He was put in an impossible.
Let's make a banner.
All right, hold on.
What we need to call is
Thank you, Coach E.
Thank you,
How about
Coach E.
that?
Yes.
Coach E. And there's going to be a bunch of exclamation marks. All right, here's the deal. Here's what happened. Coach E takes over this program. Not that Coach Caporo was doing a bad job, okay?
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear.
Caporo is a phenomenal basketball mind.
Yes.
He is. Yes. And we show him so much love.
Yes.
You know, he was even gracious enough to call me after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to tell him that the success of this team, he helped build a foundation for it.
He did help build the foundation. But Coach E took this program. He has taken on losing a star player before it even took court.
Yep.
He lost another player that just walked away. He lost another star player to a fluke injury.
Mm-hmm.
And with all of that, he still managed to take this team, mold it into what he believed it to be. The rotations, when the timeouts are taken, the freedom, like you mentioned, they're 19-4, and they take care of business Friday and next Tuesday. They've got the 2 seed in the district tournament, which means it's a bye, and they have every opportunity to win the first district tournament title in 25 years. And I will say this.
I think they do it.
And I think they do too. And can I be honest with you? Yeah. And here's the sad thing, and I'm going to call out all the people that we went to school with, because that would have been a glorious little spectation, and the applause you all would have gotten had you shown up the other night.
But guess who got all of it?
Stuart Oaks, Coach Lindsay, and Coach Petco.
Hey, we need to put this out there. We need to put this out there. Hold on one second. Yeah. Alumni, please do this. Please get in contact with Bo Sutton and the Alumni Foundation, because the women are going to be helping. Like, the women are doing fun.
They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
They are. No.
But please get with Bo Sutton. Shout out to his son, James Sutton, who
you
want to talk about a dead-eye shooter on the button, Sutton. Wait to James, but wait to on the button Sutton next year. Yeah. You want to talk about it. If you thought the law firm of 3 was over,
it's not. We're just going to plug in some. We're going to put Liam Purnell in there. I mean, there's new partners in the law firm. There's new partners. There's rising partners come into the law firms.
About Liam Purnell.
Yep.
If Jackson Catanella is not hurt, think about Purnell and Catanella off the.
Yep. And you still got David Sanders. You've not even mentioned him.
David Sanders is scratching the surface.
Yes. Yeah.
He is going to be the guy.
We ain't going nowhere after this year. We ain't.
And double S, no stress?
Yep. Double S.
There are guys on this team, on this roster, that could go anywhere in Knox County.
Yep. And we got some great 8th graders.
David Sanders could go anywhere in Knox County. Yep. Jack Keith could play anywhere in Knox County.
Yep. And here's the other thing, too. We got some great 8th graders that are going to be here next year. Joe Dupree. Garrett Birch.
Joe Dupree, one of the most underrated shooters. Hold on. West has best 3-guard lineup with a Birch, Schuler, and Dupree, right? Or they can go Fofana, Schuler.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they've got a great group, and that's what's a tribute to Coach E, his staff, Coach Brooks, the rest of them. They have put this team, and with the loss of Areese Clark, they have found an identity, and now this identity is.
But you know what I would like to say though.
What's that?
But I want to say this because Coach E put together the right staff.
He did.
You get the intensity of Chad Brooks, who hooped and played football. Like Chad Brooks with the best beard in Knox County.
Oh, yeah, man. He's a
best
stud.
beard in Knox County.
Stud.
But this is what I'm saying about Chad Brooks. You get the intensity and the wherewithal of how his attention to detail has impacted the way we look at that football team. He's taken what he's done as a football coach to a basketball. He's gave us that toughness that we didn't have last year. You know what I'm saying? We missed on some tough. Now let me say this.
Thank you, Kerry.
I'm gonna sprinkle some more on it.
Go ahead.
Look at the guard play. Who is in charge of the guard play? Michael Dime Davis.
Yep.
Who is one of the all-time leading assist guys at West? Michael Dime Davis.
Yep.
Then it gets better because his right-hand man is the JV coach, and probably, I'm not gonna lie, Ryan Woolard is a hot commodity for every school. He might be a hot commodity for junior colleges. His attention to detail and the way he dissects the game to put those guys in better position. And then, last but not least, you get Tyrone Pat Patterson, brother of 1,000-point scorer Alexis Big Baby Patterson. He put together the best coaching staff with the best players. Notice Tyrone Patterson's game and look at Kevin Jack this year.
Yep. All that's missing is the necklace, baby, that gold chain. That's all that's missing. So,
but that's why I say thank you, Coach E.
Thank you, Coach E.
You assembled the best staff in Knox County.
And can I say all this too? The final thing, the criticism is, oh, well, he inherited such a talented group. Here's the thing: you still got to coach it. This thing could have been 11-11. Could have been.
Check this out.
But it didn't.
But check this out. This is the same team without Dane Britton last year. This is the same team without Christopher Cowan, who's raising
hell at Carter. This is the same team without Hunter Dance.
You know what he's called? He's called a hellraiser.
He is a hellraiser.
I wish we had Christopher Cowan, a.k.a. Moo Sizzle. Think about this team. If you had Moo Sizzle at the 3, you could have Robert Schuler at the 2, Moo, and still have Jack. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there were so many fun lineups, but they found something.
I think I will put. I want to do this. If you think you can beat our West High team at our deepest, I encourage you to put your money where your mouth is. I've got $200 right now. If you want to play West, I got $200. We win every game from here on out. You know what? They don't want to. Hold on, charge it. I mean, James, you know I'm good for it.
I know you are. I know you're good for it.
Where's my money at?
I'm just gonna throw this out there real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just throwing this out there real quick.
Yeah. Throw that out there.
Yeah. No, I mean, here's the thing. Look, Friday night, we got business to take care of. I've got to put that banner up. I got to put that banner up because here's the thing. There, as mad as I was about losing that game, we have looked completely different since that game.
I think we need it.
We're going to give them a thank you in terms of a fruit basket.
This is what I want to employ the team to do with Hardin Valley. I think Hardin Valley is probably one of the best coach teams because Andy Arndt, he's a phenomenal coach.
With the talent they have some interesting seasons.
You know what though? But he's got young players. I think his freshman class is going to really be surprising. He's got Alex Oliver's young son who's gonna.
How the hell did that happen? By the way, isn't that like sacrilegious? It's like Andy Crook's son goes to West, and Andy Crook was a star quarterback at Bearden High School. Go figure. Yeah. So I mean, shoot.
But I call that that was the infamous game where we lost our composure. And what I want to tell the guys, I'm gonna be in attendance, and I'm just gonna say this because I got to be at Pellissippi the same day. You have to when you plan on the road. My homeboy Shane used to tell me when you go on the road, it's either their house or our house.
Or our house.
And when my man Shane McGee said this to me on a football field, and then he told me the same thing when I started playing for West, I said, you know what, Shane? You're right. This is our house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is our house.
I said, you know what? Ye golly willikers. What a coinky dink.
Well, we owe them one at their house.
Shane, you my dog, bro. When you told me that, bro, that's why, hey, you my dog, man.
Well, and speaking of our house, we got one more next Tuesday night, and I expect everybody to show up. I will be there for that one because we need to take out the brooms on that group, by the way, because they gave us 3 last year. We've only given them 1, and we owe them another one. We owe them 2, actually. And there's probably going to be 2 games, that being this one for sure next week, and probably playing them in the second round of that district tournament when because they'd be the 3 seed and us be the 2 seed if things play out the way that I'd like it to. So keep that in mind as well. But I want everybody to show up. And this is a message for the students, by the way. When we're up, and we will be up with a minute to go or whatever, I want everybody chanting in unison, our house, our house, our house. Our house. I want that with a minute to go next Tuesday night. For the students even that show up Friday night, and we will be up with 1 minute to go. I want our house. Our house. And wherever that district tournament is held, our house. That is the theme of this year.
That is the theme of this thing. Yeah, it really is.
And I'm going to say it in Spanish too. So learn Spanish, translate it or whatever.
Tell them.
Esto es cinturones a culos. Cinturones a culos. That's what that says.
How about mi casa? Just simplify it, man. Mi casa.
Well, I just said belts to asses. I just said belts to asses.
Say that again. How do you say it?
Cinturones a culos. Cinturones a culos.
Hold on, dude. Let me put that in my Google.
Yeah, but anyway, but if you want to say our house, este casa. Yeah.
You know what I love though?
Yeah.
Is that you know what I love is like the other opposing school, they don't even have cool, like we're the cool uncles that, bro.
Of course.
We check this out. All you schools that like want to make jokes and call us 50 and like we're 40 years old, dog. Like we actually put this together. This is actually a production.
It is a production.
And there's 4 schools that are getting covered by an Atlanta-based company that is run by former UT standout Cameron Tatum. Like, y'all don't understand that I'm a VFL. James is a VFL.
Mm-hmm. I am.
And
I got 2 degrees from there.
Shane served our country.
Yep.
Bruh, we're the biggest network ever in the city. If you don't get down with this, then what are you getting down with?
Nothing.
Because it's a dub thing over here.
It is. It is.
Dub thing.
So switching gears, because we've had a great show. I don't know how long we want to go, but I do want to cover.
We got 15 more minutes before I get
more
my
minutes.
flight.
Okay, we can squeeze this in.
I'm headed to the slap. I'm headed to the slap. Hey, you gonna be at the stripper bowl at the slap, James?
I can't, okay. But I'm hoping Shane will take my place. So yeah.
Hey, put it up there. Look, ladies, it 2 pair after dark stripper bowl. Gentlemen, it is $100 at the door. It's $100 at the door.
There's a theme going on. It's after 11 o'clock, but anyway, we're good.
Yeah,
okay, so let's talk real quick because I want to cover these things very quickly. Let's start off with some college hoops, and then we'll go to NBA hoops, and then we'll make Super Bowl predictions. That's how we'll end it. Okay, here we go. First and foremost, rapid fire question. Vols get a huge win over the Gators the other night. Owed it to them after the 30.
Belt to ass.
Belts to ass. Cinturones a culo. My question to you is that we beat Missouri tonight, Shane. Got a big one on Saturday. Every one of these is big, but now Tennessee's back on the one line, according to Joe Lenardi.
Yeah,
But you know what? Tennessee's got to do this. I think Tennessee's got to win the regular season, and they've got to win the conference title to get the. If they don't win the conference title, they lose the postseason title. They will be a 2.
Mm-hmm.
They will be a 2.
You actually transitioned to my next rapid fire question.
Sorry, my bad.
Can anyone beat Auburn? No, but can anyone beat Auburn at this
I
point?
think we can.
We should have won that game.
If Tennessee season on a neutral court, here's what I want to say. Pearl is the coach of the year in this conference as of right now. I'm gonna say Rick Barnes is coaching pretty damn good, but Dennis Gates is coaching pretty damn phenomenal at Missouri. Like I didn't think they were gonna be that good. I thought they would be okay, but Dennis Gates he's coaching his ass off.
Yeah,
at Missouri, he's really coaching his ass off.
He is, and Alabama, Nate Oates. I mean, they're hanging around there too. So
they're right there. Nate Oates, I think Nate Oates is a hell of a coach too. I mean, he's gotten Alabama to a Final Four. I think they're a Final Four contender. It would be hard to beat that combination of Grant Nelson and Sears, though. Like what Grant Nelson and Sears are able to do, they can control the game quite like none other in the SEC. But what Tennessee has to do, Tennessee can't have those lapses where they can't score. Jemai Meshack has got to be the guy to keep shooting the ball. Like, you're one of the better two-way players, but you got to affect the game offensively like you've been doing. Zakai Ziegler, I mean, what more can you say? Chaz Lanier, like, this team is a Final Four contender right now. But I just want to say this: they have to win out the regular season.
They can't
if
have
they win the regular season.
Yeah.
If they win the regular season, I think they're a shoo-in for number 1. Yeah. If they lose the regular season, then lose the postseason, they could go to 2. Yeah. But it would be hard pressed to make them lower than 2. It didn't seem like it can happen.
Well, and here's the thing. When Shane gets back, I want to ask him something too, because you mentioned Zakai Ziegler. That's what made that game with the Gators even more impressive. They did that without Zakai Ziegler. And if Zakai plays, I think we win by 30 right back at him, 2-pair instead of by 20, to be honest with you, because he's good for at least 10 points. So, I mean, I'm just saying that right there. Just had me curious. And then like, look at the other teams that played. I mean, 2-pair, how in the hell does Kentucky beat us, in Knoxville, only to turn around and get their ass whipped by Arkansas and John Calipari in Rupp Saturday night, man? ESPN primetime. How the hell did that happen?
I've been scratching my head.
All they talked about was beating him, and they couldn't do it.
But you know what? It's a psychological thing. Kentucky doesn't realize like how good they had it, but don't get me wrong. I think Mark Pope is the right man for that.
No,
job.
He is. Yeah.
Let me tell you what Calipari built. What Calipari was smart in doing. He brought that refuse to lose mentality, like from UMass to Memphis to them, but he did it in a way to where that refuse to lose mentality was set up to get those guys pros. Mm-hmm. It wasn't about, if we win a national title, we win one. It's about winning games, but it's about getting those guys seen by NBA scouts. Job well done, Calipari. But Arkansas, a little bit of different demeanor. Whatever happened to Jonas Adu?
He's on a milk carton.
He was an all it. Ever since he caught the Edie flu.
Yeah.
And yo, what happened with Jonas Adu for you to leave a team that is almost like a top 5 team? Mm-hmm. Jonas, we fucking loved you on this show.
Mm-hmm. What about Cam? Cam leaving before this thing was in the middle of being number 1. That idiot.
But my thing is, like, we ain't gonna say it's just like, bruh, we won't call them idiots.
Somebody's advising them stupidly.
Thank you. Because you know us.
I mean, they're kids. They're kids. They're young guys.
We see these guys, and it's all love. But Jonas, bro, like, we fucked with you. Mm-hmm. I hate it. Maybe because I'm just like, I'm a players guy, so I'm cool with every play. Like I don't get into that fandom as much. I mean, look at the shirt tonight, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You see the shirt tonight? You see the
I
shirt?
do. I do see that.
See
So,
that shirt? Pretty
yep,
nice.
I do see that.
But this is what I was saying, man. I don't get in that fandom mode because it's not like when we grew up. We
Yeah.
didn't dude, it was blasphemous to transfer. Like you really had to do something, or you didn't get along with the coach, or you couldn't be there.
Mhm.
That's how it was.
And it happened at the end of the year. It never really happened in the middle of the season.
No, they start doing this junk in the middle of the season for no damn reason, and now they over here saying that it's a form of treason. That's a Mr. Goodbar. Shout out to our sponsors. Hershey.
Shane, before you jumped off for a second, I had a question specifically for you.
Okay.
Talk about this SEC slate. We've talked about it being a bloodbath, but what I asked too here is how the hell does Kentucky beat Tennessee in Knoxville only to turn around and lose to Arkansas in Lexington? And then they got their ass blasted by Ole Miss last night. Everybody bends over for Auburn, but everybody gets up for Tennessee. I don't understand this right now.
To lose to Auburn with your former coach there and half your roster from the season before there, they knew what you're going to do. They know what everybody's strengths and weaknesses were. So, also you're going to get different gameplay. You got a different coach with his different philosophy, but you know what the players are capable of. So they're going to beat them. I mean, that was just that you knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Did Arkansas beat Texas tonight, or did they lose? I mean, I know that game was going on when we jumped on, or what have you. If you can check for me, because this is a classic where Calipari loses the game after winning a big game or whatever like that. This is a classic thing. And Tupper, let me ask you this. With Auburn, okay, look, they've lost one game all year. They lost to Duke early on in the season. But the thing is it's like, why are all these SEC teams like not up for them, but they get up for Tennessee, man? I want to ask that question.
Because they know that Tennessee's the everything school, kind of like West is the everything school, kind of like Pella City State's the everything school. We're good in everything. Mm-hmm. If you go through the proper channels, you'll understand that we're pretty daggum good because we got the right pudding and the popping, the pumping, the pool.
And you got the Mr. Goodbar over there, the Mr. Goodbar. Look at that. I like
Arkansas is up by 9 with 4:27 left.
Wow. Now that's huge because that game was at Texas. Texas was slated as a 9 seed going into that game, and Arkansas was, according to Joe Lenardi, one of the teams that's first 4 out. So that would put them as last 4 in with a win like that.
Arkansas is only 2-6 in the SEC right now.
It's unbelievable. I mean,
I think Calipari's days are done. I think it's time to go ahead and step away.
Well, he's going to have to get and who the hell wants to go to Fayetteville? But that's just me. So
I think that's Arkansas.
All right, let's go to NBA real quick. These trades that are happening. First off, Saturday night, breaking news. Luka going to the Mavericks. Luka going to the Mavericks, and AD going, Luka going from the Mavericks to the Lakers. AD going from the Lakers to the Mavericks.
Yeah, and Butler to the Warriors. Can I tell you what Adam Silver just did?
What'd he do?
Dude, Adam Silver just turned basketball back into the 90s because it's going to be on NBC, and he built the power teams. And right now, he's laughing at NBA headquarters like this.
This trade was all about money.
Yeah.
Luka no longer gets the contract. He now goes.
$100 million. It was.
He now goes to the biggest franchise money-wise outside the Knicks when it comes to money they generate for the league. So now you've taken the most popular white dude in the NBA that everybody in Europe follows. You put him on the biggest team on the biggest stage. His jersey sales alone will go through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
The new TV deal they just signed will bring in a ton more money overseas because everybody in Europe follows Luka because that's where he's from. But yet, I think the Mavs just decide we're going to win it again. You got AD, who defensively is a beast. You got Kyrie there still. And I think the Mavs still take the West. But I think the Lakers are building for the post-LeBron era.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this real quick. Keep your train of thought, Shane. I don't know how serious the injury was to Derek Lively, if he's done for the year or if he'll come back. But damn, do they have Twin Towers down there with AD and Derek Lively down low? I mean, that's a lethal combination. So
now I think the Jimmy Butler trade to the Warriors, he's about to screw up everybody's deals because he cannot stay with the team.
I want to see him and Draymond fight.
Dude, ooh, you know what?
Ooh.
I think Jimmy Butler is what the Warriors needed.
You think so?
Okay.
You know why?
Here's my question.
You know why? Because I think he is going to. I think we're going to get the best Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler we've ever seen now. I think you got a generational talent in Steph Curry. You got somebody
here. He's going down.
Somebody who basically moaned and complained because he just wasn't happy with the culture that he decided to sign up to. It's okay, Jimmy. You're one of the best players ever. Suit up for Miami. Go forth and be prosperous. Ain't even no big deal, boss. It's a business. We ain't mad. You got to handle business. Mm-hmm. It's just I wish you would have handled it
privately.
Like if he would have went out every game and played and still was frustrated and still was producing, dude, I'd have no problem. It's the missing the team flight. It's, you know what I'm saying, the missing the practice. Like you're sending the message of you're really not wanting to be in the situation that you're in, but you're under contract. It's not the way the world works. Like, I love Xfinity, but I'm on leave because it's detrimental to my health to argue with someone about cable when the motherfucker wasn't gonna pay the shit anyway. I could give a hot dippity dog damn. I'm cheaper at tape.
Claudia Herzog.
I'm worth $2 in a honey bun.
Shane,
finish your thought. Finish your thought about what you were saying.
Here's my thought on Jimmy Butler. With the way he leaves teams and the way things get with that team, will he make it to where there's no longer any guaranteed contracts in the NBA?
That's tough.
He lasted one season with the Timberwolves, one season with the Sixers. He's with the Bulls for 6. He pulled 4.5 with the Heat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, him and James Harden had pretty much bounced around the league.
They have. Or you could even throw what's his name? Who was part of that group with the Thunder? Durant, Hardin. Who was the other one?
Oh, Hardin
I can't think of his name.
Oh, Westbrook.
Westbrook. He's been all over the place too. You could argue Paul George too at this point. I got one for you guys. I got one for you all real quick. Another trade that kind of lost a little bit of the luster because of all this. Zach LaVine going from the Bulls to the Spurs to help win Miami.
I love it.
The Spurs are in prime position still to possibly get the number 1 pick and get Cooper Flagg next year.
Dude, can you say Chris Paul, just Chris Paul retiring out his career out, just right off to the sunset in San Antonio?
Yeah.
You now have a scoring threat, and now San Antonio is about to turn the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying. And if they get Cooper Flagg with that number 1 pick, can you imagine?
Back-to-back number 1 picks?
Yeah. Well, they're positioned for it. Apparently, like their record, they'll have the most lottery balls or whatever. That's what there's no guarantee. But if you listen to Bill Simmons, certain teams get a little bit of preferential treatment, and that would put Pop with one last run, with that group. So you never know.
Are we talking about the what was it, the '85 draft with Ewing in New York and preferential treatment?
We're talking about, well, he claims the Cleveland Cavaliers getting the preferential treatment for LeBron to go back and so forth, that they got Kyrie and all that stuff, and everything.
Got Andrew Wiggins in the
And
draft.
got Andrew Wiggins that you led to Kevin Love and all that, and so forth. So, okay. So, here's the other thing too. You mentioned Adam Silver, by the way, too, Pear, real quick, because this is going to transition to our Super Bowl picks and we'll close out the show. Great show as always.
Great show.
Think about these two owners, or the two head guys. You've got what's his name with the NFL, Goodell, who is absolutely getting just destroyed with stones of fire for insisting on this 18th game, and the NFLPA is giving him this. They're giving him the middle finger.
I've hated the way Goodell's ran the NFL.
He's been a joke. I mean, I can't get over it, Shane. He just likes the controversy. And Adam Silver is loved and does so much for the NBA. Two different people altogether.
Adam Silver just took the NBA back to the 90s.
Yes. When it was cool. When it was amazing. So I'm just saying that I have never seen such buffoonery with Goodell, honestly. And now I'm going to transition to it. Now NBA is going to be very interesting these next few months. The reason we don't talk about NBA until now is because of shit like this. So you're going to see the NBA take preference now that NFL's over on our show, and you're going to see some sexy matchups, and I think it's going to be a hell of a playoffs. I really do. That being said, we've got Super Bowl 59 on Sunday night from New Orleans, the Superdome, Chiefs versus Eagles. Guys, I want your picks. Do the Chiefs make history and get 3 in a row, or do Michael Lynn's Eagles fly, Eagle, fly and prevent the three-peat?
This is what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to see history, and we're going to be talking about there can be history two ways.
Yes.
Here's the first history part. Patrick Mahomes could do something in our lifetime that we've only seen basketball players do.
Correct.
And Jalen Hurts would be the first quarterback after a Super Bowl loss to win a what a script. This is a hell of a. The NFL has great stories, and the NFL, it writes itself.
Mm-hmm. It does,
bro. This is a hell of a story. You know what I'm saying? It's a hell of a story.
Shane, your thoughts on this Super Bowl prediction? I mean, what do you think?
We've watched the Chiefs become the Patriots.
I think they've surpassed them, but keep going.
I'm talking about where the hero lives long enough to become the villain.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Patrick Mahomes, great quarterback. Andy Reid, amazing coach. They keep reloading year after year. They run the AFC. But we're all tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's the exact same way as the Patriots. Let's go back to when it was the Chiefs and the Patriots for the AFC, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Or how many years ago it was? Right before this dominant run they made.
It's got to be before COVID, because Brady, of course, after COVID joined the Bucs. So
we're talking 2019, 2020, right there. America wanted the Chiefs to win because we're so tired of a Brady Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I think America is tired of seeing the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
I am fully going with the Eagles for this game. I think they won't be able to stop Saquon Barkley at all. I think Jalen Hurts has his on him game. I don't want to watch another NFL game.
I will tell you this.
Taylor Swift in any shape, form, or fashion.
I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to regret to say this. My heart tells me that the Eagles win this. I
I
think
think
that
so.
this is Jalen Hurts's like his story,
It's the
right?
game. It's the game. It's the game. If Jalen Hurts wins this, he's a top 5 quarterback in the league
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah. And Saquon, he didn't have Saquon, and they almost
He
did it a
did
few years
not
ago.
have Saquon, and I think Saquon might be the X factor.
He's going to be
This game is scary as shit,
Yeah.
and we're going to be watching it with the most beautiful women on the earth. And tell them about the rebel hottie of the week.
Oh, Maggie Green.
Y'all,
I believe that's her name.
Can we take time to honor the one and only who has gotten us as young adults through many of research problems in our life of not knowing. This is Rebels After Dark.
Can I just say this? Can I just say this honestly?
Yeah.
You can honor. We will honor it. We will honor it. We will honor it. But I would like your sunglasses because it warrants the eye close up. That's mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Shout out to Daisy, my favorite flower.
Yeah,
anyway,
man, shout out to the most favorite flower. Shout out to Snowflake. What's up, baby? Shout out to Booby Saba Laba Doobie Doobie. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. All right,
shout out to Chocolate Snow, who's coming over.
Hey, real quick. So I got Eagles. Shane, you got Eagles. Two pair, you got Eagles as well.
I'm taking the Chiefs, but if this is the redemption story,
yeah,
Jalen Hurts is about to be a fucking mega star. If this happens, he's a star. But if he's the one that can beat Mahomes, think about it. Like Manning beat Brady. If Hurts beats Mahomes, it'll be like, down goes Frazier.
Yeah, it will be like that. It will be.
Hey, Manning beat Brady twice.
Yep. Yeah. Well, here's the other thing too. Barkley does this on Sunday. He gives the biggest fuck you to the New York Giants, man. The biggest fuck you.
So, okay, here's my question real quick. Say the Chiefs win. Does Travis Kelce retire?
Yeah. He got nothing else to prove.
So that means we get Sunday football back with no Taylor Swift, right?
Correct. Unless he gets a share of the team and they get
Travis Kelce retires after 4 Super Bowls.
If they get 3 in a row. So,
man, I mean that's a hell of a story. Like,
I mean, unless Mahomes convinces him to come back, I mean, so yeah, I don't know.
How long's he been in the league now?
He's been in there for a while. So.
He's 35 now. I mean,
hey, what else is there to do? I mean,
Right.
Yeah. Great show tonight, guys. Great show, man.
Awesome,
I love it, dude. We were bringing it tonight. I mean, we talked about everything. We probably pissed off everybody, but that's what I do. I'm the Eric Bischoff of Knoxville.
You know what? We're called to get under your skin guys from Marvel City.
That's right, baby.
And we'll be somewhere next to your bones or
Marble City Mob, baby.
Marble City Mob.
Simple like that.
Green. And guess what? Your girl likes stars, but does she love a very sexy, vivacious
Mr. Goodbar. Look at the Mr. Goodbar.
Don't even see him. So black, baby.
Yeah.
So black, baby. Can't even see him, baby. It's so black. Nah, that virtual thing messes up anytime you put anything yellow.
When you get like close. Yeah, there's certain colors that mess it up.
Certain colors don't go together. But no, seriously, kids, we love you.
Yep.
We care about you. Take care of yourselves. Give all that you got. Take the time to tell a fellow classmate. Compliment a classmate. You never know what that classmate is going through.
Yeah. Especially this month. Yeah.
Around this month, I want every person at West to say one complimentary thing to a classmate. You never know what somebody going through. Somebody can be going through a lot, and we want to put that up there. Compliment a classmate. Because united we stand, Divided we fall. And I can't raise my elbow up, but throw your dubs up.
That's it. Hold on a second. I'm doing the banner right now. That's it.
Compliment a classmate. Like,
There we go.
But till school lets out, I want to hear the most craziest of compliments that you give your fellow student.
That's right. Love each other. That cause, baby. Like and subscribe. Spread the show. We want 100 subscribers by 2 Pair's birthday on the 24th.
Oh man, we might be in Vegas on my birthday. We might be doing Rebels. We might be doing Rebels with a Cause with a chartered flight to Vegas. Shane, Stallion, 2 Pair, the Marble City Mob, the West High Roulettes.
I am also working 24.
Back in that action, boss.
I'm telling you.
Back in that action, boss.
Back in that action, so.
Back in that action, boss.
Here. Yep, it'd be awesome.
I gotta run. I gotta go.
Close us out. Close us out. We gotta go.
I gotta go shoot the slab, and then I gotta shoot 2 Pair after dark.
Yep. All right, well, close us out real quick. We done.
Guys, love, peace, chicken grease, all that good stuff. And throw your dubs up if you's a winner, because they got chicken dinners. Winner, chicken dinner. We're out of here, you
West basketball beat Hardin Valley and Maryville. Let's